Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we'll be creating a spam versus not spam, which is basically a spam classification machine learning model. So we have already discussed about this in the previous video when we were understanding about the unsupervised learning model. I asked you guys to create a spam versus not spam model. So for those who have already created, very good. For those who have not, today we will be understanding how to create a spam versus not spam model, like how to do that specific part. So before jumping into the model, we need to first understand the problem statement. We need to first understand which type of model we'll be using and which type of specific learning is this specific model. So starting with the first thing, if you understand the problem statement here is we usually get multiple number of emails into our Gmail accounts, right? There are so many emails you might receive. You might receive the important emails, you might receive very spam emails, which is like win money now, subscribe here, non-subscribe here, you will be winning a lottery here, like a lot of unnecessary things, like claim your prize and all that specific things which are not necessary, okay, which are basically the spam emails. Whereas you also receive some of the important emails, which is your job poster, your job notifications, your friends email, your job applications, like so many different things. So in that specific scenario where you might receive spam versus some of the important emails in your inbox, you are required to actually differentiate them, which is basically classifying them as a spam versus not spam. So basically, if you have a spam email, please move it to the spam folder. And if you have a non spam email, please move it to your inbox folder where you have all the important emails classified all together. So that is what we wanted to create in a machine learning. So the first thing comes is which type of specific learning model is this? So if you understand with the scenario, which is basically we will be treating the models with some of these spam folders, we'll be labeling them as a spam, and we will be also providing lots of data set to a machine learning model where those will be labeled as a not spam. So here we'll be training the model with input and output both, which are labeled as spam and not spam. So if you understand with this scenario, then we got to know that this is basically a supervised learning model where we are training the machine learning model, we are training the model with both sides of inputs and output as a data set. Now, in supervised learning model, we have multiple models which are present. We have logistic regression, we have linear regression, we have decision tree, we have k nearest neighbor, we have a naive Bayes algorithm. Like lots of multiple algorithms are present. You can use any of the one which you wanted to use, but today, currently, we'll be using the naive Bayes algorithm, which is the NB1. So now, if we understand how what we are going to do, first thing is we will be having a data set. We need to first have a data set. So let me tell you, if you don't have a data set, you can go to the Kaggle, which is basically if you go to the Google and if you search for a Kaggle website, if you don't know, let me tell you that specific one. So if you open your Google and if you search for Kaggle there, which is basically a machine learning site where it contains a lots of data sets options, it contains lots of models. Like for some of the models where you're confused what you're supposed to do, you can go to that specific part and search it. See, if I search here Kaggle. So it is a data science company where you get data sets, you get competitions, you can learn Python, you can code there. Like basically not learn, I would say, because you can just only look at the model. So if you're working as a ML person, like if you're working as a ML developer, definitely you should know about the Kaggle where you can participate, code and have discussions and look at all the different scenarios. So just register here with your Gmail or with your email or whatever you have, then search for the dataset which you wanted to. Let's say I want spam versus not spam dataset. So I'm searching for this. So see, I have naive Bayes classifier. These are the, let me search for email spam email classifier. Now here I will get a data set. Okay, right now I have not signed in, because of that I'm not getting that, but you will be getting a data set which you are able to download. So you can simply click on that download option and download the data set that is available for you. So in this way, you will be able to get the data set where you can work. Now, starting with the other thing, which is basically if I say we got the data set from the Kaggle. Okay, The dataset contains two things. First, it contains the spam folders. It contains some of the scenarios, some of the emails, headers, descriptions, subjects, which is basically classified as spam. It also contains the non-spam ones, which are the important ones, which is either from an important organization, which let's include your friend emails, your college emails, your company emails, or whatever it is. So after getting the data set, we are required to process the data set. We are required to process the data set means we will be tuning the text from the data, we'll be extracting the important text, we'll be training the model with those important text, we'll be having the labels classified, we'll be training the model with the labels which have been classified, we will be vectorizing the data set. So many pre-processing has been required before passing the data set to the model, because in simple words model don't understand the simple logic, which is like if I just say to the model that win money is basically a spam email. If a subject is one win money, then it is a spam email. My model won't understand the simple English words. What is spam? They don't understand. They need labels to identify it. So we need to provide labels like 1, 0, which is the machine learning understanding language, like 1 to be the spam, or let's say 0 is to be the not spam. So this is how we'll be vectorizing it. Let's actually jump onto the code and let's see how we can do that. So we will be creating a spam versus not spam. Perfect. So starting with the first thing, we need two libraries. Okay, first we need to we need to load the model which we are using, which is basically we are using the naive Bayes model. And specifically from the naive Bayes, we have multinomial, we have Gaussian. So we'll be using the multinomial naive Bayes model. So we need to first extract it, load it into as a library. We also need to import the count vectorization, which is basically used to process a data set. So I'm going to write everything is present in sklearn. Okay, till now we actually understood this. So from sklearn dot naive underscore base, naive base import multinomial NB. Okay, so from our library, which is sklearn.naive base, we have imported this multinomial model. So from that specific function, we have the specific library present. Similarly, then again from sklearn dot feature underscore extraction dot text. So we will be importing the count vectorizer function from the library sklearn to actually vectorize a data set, to pre-process a data set. Now coming to the labels. Currently I'm not using data set. I'm just using some of the input and labels using the input and output by my own, writing some of this few samples. But definitely you can use the data set, you can import the data set, you can provide the link to your data set here in the Python and work in that way. So I'm using a variable which is email. In email, I'm writing few of the subject that we can have for mails. Okay. So first subject is win money now. So these types of subjects you might see in your email. Let's provide the second, which is a hello friend. Then we have third subject, which is claim your prize. Then we have fourth subject, which is meeting tomorrow. So I think with our understanding, we know which is the spam and which is not spam. Let's actually provide the labels to them. So labels is equals to, everything is provided in a list format. One, win money now is a spam email. So we are giving the label as 1. Hello friend is a not spam, giving the label as 0. Claim your prize is a spam email, giving the label as 1. Meeting tomorrow is a not spam email, giving the label as 0. So we have label as 1010. Let me provide one more, which is what uh okay, let me not do that. I think let me just try with this. After providing the input and the output to after having the form input and output, now I need to format it. So I'm creating a variable which is vectorizer. We will be calling the count vectorizer function. We already have this count vectorizer function. Perfect. Now we'll be creating a variable x, which is going to vectorizer dot fit underscore transform. It is going to transform what? It is going to transform emails because they are in the simple text format. We need to transform them in a format which is understandable by our machines, by our models. So we are vectorizing them. Now, if you want to look at how your data looks after vectorizing, you can print your variable x. Let me actually print it for you. So if you look at the values, this is how you get the data. See, this is how x data has been stored. We have four types of variables present here, and this is how they've stored the data, which is basically 10 elements and shape is 4 comma 10. So we have every single value stored. So what will happen here is for single words, Python will understand when it will have money, it will extract now, it will extract hello, then friend, then claim, then your price, then meeting, and then tomorrow. So individual words will be extracted. Right now you won't be able to see that because they're in the vector form, but individual words are being used to train the model. So if I use if another subject contains the word as win, then it will detect that win was there in the spam folder, it was there in the spam, it was labeled as spam, so definitely it is going to be a spam one. So that's how your model is going to understand. Now comes the part of training your model. So let me create a variable model. We'll be calling the multinomial NB function. Perfect. Now we'll be training it. So model dot fit, passing the values, first the emails and second are the labels. Perfect. Now we'll be printing the data. So first we need to call the predict function, which is going to predict as the output, and we need to provide the vectorizer dot transform function to transform the specific value. So I am passing my value as get money now. Perfect. Let me predict something. Another variable which is model dot predict. We pass the values here, which is first is we'll be calling the vectorizer function, we'll be calling the transform function, and then we'll be putting let's meet tomorrow. Am I writing the correct spelling of tomorrow? Yes. Okay. So now let me run this and let's look at what output are we extracting. Okay, I got an error which is basically okay. So this is because my text is not formatted. It's not passed in the form of a list, and we are supposed to pass the text in a form of a list. Then only it will extract individual words from it. Okay, we got the output. So get money now has been identified one, which is basically a spam, and vectorizer transform, which is let's meet tomorrow, is identified as 0, which is not spam email. So in this way, if you wanted to take this model to the higher level, you can definitely do that. I have multiple amounts of data set available, which is classified as spam and not spam. Like you can have more than thousands of emails labeled as spam and not spam. You can pass that data set to the model here, Python model. Then you can also use this model to your email. You can pass your Gmail account, have all those functionalities done, and you can have it into your email. Like you can include this model into your email where your email will be identified as spam and not spam. You can also check the accuracy of the model and how much accurate as your model is. So this was all about the spam versus not spam, which is a spam classification model. So that was all about it.